The Mice and the Piper, Hans Christian Andersen. Once upon a time, there was a small city in a faraway country. Everyone living there was very happy. They did their best to have a peaceful life. One day something unexpected happened, and everything changed. Mice invaded the city. The cellars of every house in the city were full of mice. Then the mice invaded the kitchens. Their numbers increased day by day. People couldn't walk in the street because of the mice. You could see mice at every corner of the little city. The people were very unhappy. There was no peace in the city. Everyone was tired of the mice. They tried to get rid of the mice. They used spades, brooms, and rat poison to kill the mice. The whole city was full of dead mice. However, they couldn't solve the problem completely. There were more mice every day. Both the mice and the dead ones were a big problem. The municipality dug a big hole outside the city. They threw the dead mice into the hole. Later, they had to dig more holes. People were afraid of diseases such as the plague. As they couldn't find a solution to the problem, they had meetings. They discussed what to do. Everyone said the same things. The mice have invaded our city. They come to our kitchens and eat our food. They even come to our bedrooms. We are not safe. Too bad. There might be an epidemic. They will be too bad. It will kill so many people. Let's form a committee and talk to our mayor. They formed a committee and talked to the mayor about their problem. The mayor didn't know what to do. He said, "This is a problem for us too. We live in the same city. We have meetings all the time. We are trying to find a solution. We will get rid of the mice, don't worry." They had another meeting with the governor. The governor looked at the mayor. He was worried. He said to the mayor, "Please tell me about the precautions." The mayor was worried too. He replied, "We put rat poison all over the place. Unfortunately, their number increases every day. Maybe everybody should help," said the governor. "We have done that too, dear governor. People are killing the mice with spades and sticks. We have killed thousands of mice, but they keep increasing." The governor said in a soft but determined voice, You have to resign if you can't solve this problem." The following day, the mayor had another meeting with his men. "Think carefully, listen to advice from other people. We have to solve this problem," he said. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Someone came in and said to the mayor, "Sir, a piper in strange clothes wants to see you." The mayor was very busy, so he said, "Tell him we have a meeting. He can come after the meeting is over." The man insisted. "He says he can save our city from the mice." The mayor and his men were very excited. He said angrily, "Why are you waiting? Let him in." A little while later, a young man in strange clothes entered the room. He had a flute in his hand. He had shoulder-length blonde hair. There was a rat feather on his blue hat. He was wearing a red shirt and light green trousers. He had a mysterious look. He seemed very self-confident. The mayor looked at the piper from head to toe. He said, "So you say you will save our city from the mice? Is that true?" The piper replied in a determined voice, "Yes, dear mayor, that is why I am here. I will play my flute and the mice will follow me. I will save your city from the mice." The mayor and his man started to laugh. One of the men said mockingly, "So you will save us from the mice?" Another man laughed and said, "You are so smart, you think the mice are sheep?" The piper kept calm. He said in a serious voice, "Yes, I will save you from the mice, but you have to give me 1,000 gold coins for this." The mayor thought the piper was mad. He wanted to get rid of the piper and said, "It is a deal. When you do what you say, you will get your 1,000 gold coins." The piper bowed to the mayor and left the room. He went to the main square and started to play his flute. The sweet sound of the flute could be heard all around the city. Only the people near the piper could hear the sound of the flute. However, all the mice could hear it. They were motionless for a while and just listened to the music. Then they started running towards the source of the music. Thousands of mice soon filled the square. They surrounded the piper. The young man kept playing his flute. The mice watched him silently. The piper started to walk towards the river. The mice followed him. Meanwhile, the people of the city watched from their windows and balconies. Some climbed to treetops. They were curious and excited. There was a river very near the city. There was a log over the river. Only one person could walk over it. The piper stepped onto the log and walked to the other end. He turned towards the mice and continued to play his flute. Only a few mice could stand on the log. The others started to jump into the river. They were hypnotized by the sound of the flute. Thousands of mice were carried away by the rushing water of the river. As for the mice on the log, the piper played some dance music for them, and they started to dance. They were jumping and so lost their balance and fell into the water. The piper was very happy and satisfied. He smiled and looked around. The people of the city were very, very happy. They rushed to the mayor. They screamed in joy, "Long live the mayor! Long live the mayor! You saved our city from the mice." The mayor looked at them from the balcony and saluted them. He was like a victorious commander. None thought about thanking the piper. The piper waited for the people to leave the place. He went quietly to the mayor's room. He said in a polite voice, "Dear mayor, I have completed my job successfully. There isn't a single mouse in your city. I have come to get my 1,000 gold coins." The mayor looked at him. He was shocked. It was impossible for him to pay that.